Less hilarious. Don't come on here now getting on a show with your friends at the radio station and they confronting you, or you call yourself confronting them, and then start crying after you did all that crap talking online. Yeah, you remember that stuff you was saying? Like, you don't got no problem telling people to shut up. We gonna ask your 7-month-old little girl. So you tell your 7-month-old little girl to shut up. Girl, bye. You know, for y'all taking up for her, yeah, I'd be ashamed of yourself. First of all, y'all should be ashamed of yourself for falling for that scam in the first place. Scam. I said scam. Okay. Now, yes, I did do a video, which I gotta edit it and put it up. But I did do a video talking about how y'all should not allow Less Hilarious and, the Puke Club to show y'all how not to act on social media concerning your job. I don't care what your job is. All that she did, highly inappropriate. And the fact that they had her behind on there trying to work it out the next day, she didn't really deserve that. But I could see why they would do that, because she put them on the spot. She threw them under the bus. But don't get on here, sir, ma'am, and try to talk all this junk and say stuff like, oh, they can get her my segment and boo, 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 boo. And then get up there and sit up there crying. Because, like a lot of the audience is saying, first of all, little girl, you got the position. And then you went and what you said purposely had a baby with your fiance. Why you say fiance like that? Because you saying it like you married to the dude, and then you said, I'll fuck around and have another. Go ahead and see if you have a job when you get back. Go ahead and get pregnant. I double dog dare you. You talked a whole lot of junk. Then, listen, y'all know this is fake and it's for ratings. I know some people might say, oh, why would it be faking for ratings? Why would they need the ratings when they have ratings and we watch them, we like them? No, nobody care about that. Listen, they made up some drama when they first picked her and put her on. So you can expect for them to do it again. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who thinks that and really believes that this whole thing was all an act. It really, really was. All of them are acting just to pull y'all in. See, it's genius. At the end of the day, it's genius because now they got you. You hooked now. Okay, you are hooked, baby. You done already picked your favorite. Some of y'all picked a favorite. You prefer Jess over the one who's more qualified, right? You like it when Jess can't read and stuff like that, okay? You like when she's less hilarious and all that. I like when Corey get her because, he telling the truth. And her comebacks against Corey, this is just side note, it ain't really rocking for me because you say what he is and what he ain't doing. But like he say, he ain't got to depend on none of that you got to depend on. And yes, you do, because that's what your contract is, what you crying about, right? You crying. Let's get back to the crying part. How you gonna come on here and talk shit like you a gangster, all in your masculine energy? Nothing new, right? But how you gonna do all that, right? And talk about your job and your boss is another reason why y'all know it's fake. And pretty much tell them where they can get off and where they can shove it, right? And again, throw Charlamagne under the bus because that right there that would have been a big deal. It would have been a big deal. But then okay, y'all see when I do my breakdown of everything she was talking about, I did start off by telling y'all she's way too emotional. She's allowing herself to be ruled by her emotions, right? The entire time, all right? Just shouldn't have did none of that video. All of this should have been handled professionally and behind the scenes. I can't stand Charlamagne. Hashtag, AKA, justice for Jessica Reed. But we gonna get to that separately. Shame on all y'all. And the real estate envy. All them trash. All them trash. All them trash. But she said Charlemagne told her, he told her to play into that whole you telling her to shut up thing. Did she do it? She did it anyway. She told y'all she didn't want to do it, but she really admitted to saying okay. And then she came on here and she did what? She did it because she like, I tell the bitch shut up anyway. I tell my own children to shut up. I tell myself, girl, when we grew up, if you say shut up, you get your butt whooped because you just said a cuss word. That's how disrespectful that is. So we already know as adults, once you tell somebody to shut up, then you're fully prepared for whatever may come after that. Okay, so I don't know how this chick is thinking that it's okay for her to come on here and talk like she big and bad, like she can just tell people to shut up just because she feels like they're interrupting her. And I like the fact that Lauren put her straight on that. She was like, don't nobody tell me, because okay, I'm a grown woman, right? And you see, Jess didn't have all that heat for her like that, which I'm glad. I'm glad, because she had every right to put her in her place because of when she came off online about it before they even got there. But your energy was different, homegirl, because they're exposing her at the same time. I don't know why y'all on her team, because ain't no teams. First of all, they all scamming you. But at the same time, they already told y'all that she really ain't brought her all her gripes to the table, and they've asked her several times if she was okay, and if she wasn't, then let them know, and she didn't do that. So what you on here hollering about? And it's hilarious, unlike Jess, that they're talking about she is always crying. Girl, why you crying so much? You need to get those hormones checked. For real. Then they said she's crying right now. And I'm like, she crying right now? I didn't even realize she was crying. But clearly they said she was crying. Why was you crying? Oh, and when Charlemagne said twice during y'all's conversation, when he said again twice that you don't supposed to pit women against each other, and he doesn't do that, although stick to the subject. Why you didn't say nothing, Jess? If it's true what she said, that he told her to play into it, why would she not then say, Charlemagne, you did tell me to play into that shut up thing? Why would she not say that? So she crying after acting like the big bad wolf online, and y'all feel sorry for her. Y'all say, oh, they was gaslighting her. They was gaslighting her. Well, they kind of was. They kind of was. But she gaslight herself. She gaslit herself because she didn't speak up for herself, and she shouldn't have went online, and she shouldn't have brought Angela Yee into this. I'm no fan of Angela Yee either, but how she catching strays? And that's even more dirty and trifling for everybody involved, I guess, except Lauren, but definitely for everybody at the Breakfast Club. So why would they allow that? It's fake. It's all fake. They all playing games, and now they got you locked in because now you're trying to wait for them to say, yes, we're going to keep Jess and we're going to keep Lauren, and this is how we going to do it. Or some of y'all do want one of them to go. So y'all waiting to see if one of them going to go. But a lot of people are definitely going to tune in and update to see if Jess is going to leave when her contract is up, and if there's anything else that goes down, every little bitty thing that somebody hears about, it's going to be talked about. That was brilliant. It was horrible, sloppy, raggedy, and I think it's super important to make it clear to y'all that's not how you're supposed to handle your gripes and things at work. Because it's a shame that these so-called grown-ups put it out there like that. But, as far as marketing for their intentions, that part, it was genius. But it's all fake. It's all fake. And justice for Jessica Reed.